Hi friends, Mickey Mankus here and welcome to Out the Back Door. Today I'm going to be making fudge. Yes, out the back door fudge. It's my own recipe, so come along and join me. The first thing we're going to start with is 4.5 cups of sugar. And we're going to be putting this on the burner right away. And the other thing you want to add to this is 1 cup of evaporated milk. Alright, now I'm going to get this on the burner. Okay, I've got the sugar and the evaporated milk on the stove top. I have it on like a medium-high heat and I want to bring it up to a boil. But while it's getting to that point, I'm going to get my pan ready. Normally I would put this in a 9x9 pan, but I made my blueberry cream cheese French toast casserole in 2 9x9 pans, gave one to my folks and then one to my sister, and I haven't got my pans back, so I'm improvising. I just happen to have a little sheet cake pan, aluminum one here, and that's okay because I'm going to be pulling this fudge out of here anyway. So to prepare our pan to begin with, I'm going to be buttering it. And the butter is actually going to be kind of holding down our parchment paper that we're going to be putting into it. I'm going to do my sides. Okay. What I've done is I've cut 2 pieces of parchment paper here. I've gone one lengthwise and then across also. And I'm going to put in my crosswise piece first. Please don't use wax paper, you want to use parchment paper. And what I'm going to do is just lay it down in here. I'll fold it up over the sides. And see, this is where the butter's kind of helping hold this down. Alright, as you can see, I cut it to fit in the bottom here. So the only place it's overlapping is on these 2 edges. Now my lengthwise, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I cut that so that it would fit down into the center evenly. And I'll fold over my edges here. This is going to be making the removal of the fudge much easier. Okay. Now that my pan's ready, I'm going to set that aside and we're going to get over to the stovetop. Alright, what I'm going to be doing is once this comes up to a boil, I need to boil it and stir constantly for 6 minutes. Okay, it's just starting to boil. You want to make sure that you are getting a good boil and you let it boil for 6 minutes because that's going to ensure that you have a nice smooth fudge. It's not going to be grainy sugar. So I'm going to set my timer for 6 minutes and I'm going to continually stir until my time is up. One thing I forgot to mention, you see how far it was cooking up on me here? Make sure that you've got a big enough pot that you're cooking this in. I did have to turn down the heat a little bit, but I kept the boil going, and I really had to stir it hard so that it wouldn't overflow. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 pound of butter to our mixture. And I'm just going to mix it around in here a little bit so it starts melting. And also I've got 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm going to add those. I have 1 tablespoon of orange extract. And I zested 1 orange. I'm going to be adding that. Now I'm going to be mixing this anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. You can use a stand mixer if you like. Okay, I did let this mix for 10 minutes. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my nuts to this. I went and I chopped up a heaping half cup of pistachios. And I'm going to mix this in. The chocolate and the orange really smell good right now. I'm looking forward to trying this. If you want to use a dark chocolate, you could use dark chocolate chips instead of the semi-sweet. Okay, that's mixed well. Now I'm going to get my pan. And now I'm just going to dump this into our prepared pan. All right, and I'm just going to smooth this out so it's even. And I'm going to drop it a little to get the air bubbles out. All right, I'm going to set this aside now so it can cool, but you don't want to put anything over the top because it is still hot. You don't want any condensation building up underneath, and that water moisture would get on the chocolate. Water and chocolate are not friends. So when we get to that point, I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to start cutting my fudge while it's still in the pan here. It needs to set up a little bit longer, but I want to be able to easily cut it into pieces. So I'm just going to start the halfway mark here. It's still extremely soft. And I don't know how big of pieces you like to have your fudge, but we're not going to get too carried away here. Like I said, as long as it's still a little soft, cutting it right now is easy. All right, so we did get quite a few pieces out of here, and it's quite heavy. I would guess at least 5 pounds of fudge. All right, I know this will set up a little bit more, but I have to try a piece. Oh, I love that orange flavor with the chocolate. That's an excellent combination. I really want you to try this. It's excellent. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'd really like to hear from you. So until next time, you have a wonderful day. God bless.